Houston has a problem. On July 13th, 2023, the Houston Department of Health announced that it had a syphilis outbreak.
New at 6, an alarming health trend impacting a lot of women across our area. Syphilis skyrocketing in Houston. Good evening, I'm Keith Garvin.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Daniela Guzman. Well, the Houston Health Department is calling the sharp rise in cases of the sexually transmitted disease an outbreak.
STDs have been on the rise. In fact, STDs have risen in most large urban cities in the last few years. However, Houston decided to put itself in the spotlight to warn its citizens and encourage them to practice safer sex. And following that, Houston would soon get an even larger spotlight on their health status when a recent incident involving a leaked photo that claimed a massive increase in HIV and STD cases in Houston. The snapshot would begin making its rounds on social media, and of course, most people who stumbled on it and saw the numbers were shocked.
42,000 people alone in Texas got diagnosed with STDs last week. I don't know what you guys are doing or what's in the air, but everybody's horny and everybody needs to chill out. Disgusting, man. Wear a condom. Stop just sticking your meat in everybody and vice versa. Girls, stop opening up your door for every guy with a BMW.
Y'all see this? This is why I am so happy I am abstinent, because 42,000 people in the great city of Houston were diagnosed with an STD last week. And that does not include the people who refuse to get tested for no apparent reason, just because they don't want to, and they're out here slanging it or busting it wide open. And here's the fruit. It's wild out here. It's wild out here. Y'all be safe. I know we outside this summer, but maybe you want to think about have the paperwork ready, or you can be like me, closed, but
have the paperwork ready is hilarious.
42,000 cases of STDs in a week is nuts. What y'all doing out there in Houston, bro? I mean, I know what y'all not doing, wrapping it up, but like, damn. See, I first
I'm trying to be serious, bro.
heard them numbers and my first thought was, man, how exactly does that happen inside of a 7-day span? But then it hit me what city it was. Keeping it all the way a buck, Philly, Houston, Atlanta, these types of places, this is kind of sound like it's par for the course, right? Should it be? No. But is it though? Yeah, it is. Y'all keep y'all doctors busy than a mug over there, huh? Is clinics 24 hours? Because if not, they about to be. My thing is, even as a young boy, the few times that I ain't wrapping up, bruh, I think back on them times and I'd be like, man, I really dodged mad pew-pews for real. Because I could have been out here pissing like Ghost Rider. Human Torch piss. You'd be like, all right, shorty, I gotta go to the bathroom. You head out. She's sitting there on the couch. All she hears, flame on! Ah! Y'all have fun with that.
I didn't expect this guy's video to be this funny. The viral snapshot making its round through social media eventually got the attention of the Houston Department of Health. The data showed a snapshot of STD diagnosis in Houston over the past week, compared to the average number of cases. According to the Post, syphilis had the highest number of cases that week, which made the leak very believable considering Houston had just warned their citizens of a syphilis outbreak. Snapshot also showed HIV was the second highest. Additionally, the image suggested that 42,000 people in Houston were diagnosed with STDs, including HIV, in just 1 week. You can imagine why after news like that, millions of people were shocked and this news went viral. However, these claims were quickly denied by the Houston Health Department, which said it was a misuse of their data system and the information reported was false. Despite the Houston Health Department claiming the photo was false, many people are still skeptical about the department's response to the misuse of data. Regardless of any misinterpretations, Houston is currently facing an STD crisis that urgently needs to be addressed. Immediate action is required to manage this situation. The city ranks 58 in the nation for the highest STD rates, according to a recent study analyzing the latest CDC statistics. Syphilis has been a particular concern, with the Houston Health Department reporting a 128 increase in cases among women.
The Houston Health Department is setting the record straight about an alarming social media post that is going viral. It claims to show more than 46,000 people tested positive for various STDs in Houston just last week. Stephen Goen is getting some answers about what those numbers really mean. Stephen.
Len, this post is alarming because it's been viewed more than 3 million times, but it actually refers to the number of STD tests across the state, not diagnoses. Tonight, the Houston Health Department is now apologizing for the, quote, distress this may have caused, but they still don't know who exactly put this information out there. The Houston Health Department says this post includes grossly overstated numbers and incorrect information. We're told those numbers actually represent the number of tests done for these STDs across the entire state last week, not just Houston. And there's no indication if the tests were positive or negative. According to the Houston Health Department, a quote, violation of its policies resulted in the data being shared.
The other thing that's happening that I notice more often now than ever are a lot of medical professionals who are speaking out and warning people to be careful out here in these streets. One of these people is a creator by the name of Andy ZZ Room. Here's what she had to say.
I am begging you to put yourself first and be safe out here when HIV is at an all-time high. I know that there was a TikTok story of a nurse saying that she had a patient who just moved to Houston, and he's like, oh, I've been with all these DLs while their wives are away, while their girlfriends are away, and, you know, this and that, whatever. And HIV is at an all-time high right now. Like, it is crazy what, you know, that we have to make these calls. And I can only imagine having to get that call. But people do not care. People don't, they play this as a joke, and it's not a joke. We had a man come into the clinic, and he was an older gentleman. And as soon as he comes in, he's like just making jokes about the whole thing. Like, oh, I need an STI panel, blah, 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 this and that. And I asked him, you know, ID and insurance information. He's like, no insurance. It needs to be off the books. What do you mean it needs to be off the books? Like, who are you hiding from? Gets his stuff done, leaves, checks out. We have to collect payment. I ask him if he needs a receipt. He's like, no receipt. I don't need any proof. Who are you hiding this from? Granted, he did come out positive for something too, which I'm sure he's not going to go home and tell him because he doesn't want any proof, right? Absolutely disgusting. Please use protection. Be celibate. Get some toys, okay? Because it's not safe out here right now. It's scary. It's scary what we're seeing in the clinics here. Because there's men like that who don't care about their own health and who think that, oh, I can just go pop into a clinic and get a shot and I'll be just fine. No. AIDS is a thing and it will kill you. So please be safe.
Another viral video that's gotten millions of views since it was published had a caption that read, "Nurse cries in seriousness of health in Houston and in the world." Check it out.
Yeah, I know y'all think life is a game, like, but in all seriousness, in the past week, I done had several patients coming in, finding out that they're HIV positive. And y'all keep making these posts and these jokes, and it's not funny. Like, this shit is ruining people's lives from their early 20s to even as old as 50 years old. Stop playing. It's not funny. It's nothing funny about it. And you want to know what's so crazy? I seen a video of this gay dude on TikTok. He's a viral dude, bragging about how he just moved to Houston and he just met somebody baby daddy, somebody trade, somebody thug drug dealer, and he let him fuck the shit out of him first night because he grown and all of that, and he sent him on about his way. Y'all think this is funny? You know how many download men it is out here playing? It's not funny.
If you are a man or woman who's out here dating, being involved in relationships, sexual, even non-sexual, I want to encourage you to be careful regardless of where you are. Houston, doesn't matter, right? It could happen to anybody if you're not taking precaution. For some reason, talking about this particular issue is like something a lot of people don't want to touch, when the reality is we live in a sex-obsessed culture. So you'd expect something like this, especially with broken homes, broken families, lack of fathers, etc. Guys, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you as always for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.